Absolutely. A fine songwriter, for many years, been a member of the Summer Songs team and the Winter Songs team. And I'm sure you're going to have some very good stuff for us tonight. I would like to introduce our featured performer, Janie.
Hi, everyone.
Plug in the red cord. Plug in the red cord.
Plug in the red cord, okay.
There we go.
I'm so used to having a fake mic. All right, I'm going to start off my set with Do Re Mi that I sang at the Fiddler's Green for Guthrie's 100th birthday. And if you know it, you can sing along. Lots of folks back east say is leaving home most every day, feet in the hot old dusty way to the California line. Across the desert sands they roll, they're getting out of the old dust bowl. Think they're going to Sugar Bowl, this is what they find. Now the police at the Board of Entry say, you're number 14,000 for today. If you ain't got that do, re, mi, folks, if you ain't got that do, re, mi, well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California is a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got that do, re, mi. If you wanna buy a home or farm that can't deal nobody harm, or take your vacation by the mountain or the sea, don't swap your old cow for a car. You better stay right where you are. You better take this little tip from me, 'cause I look through the one and every day. But the headlines in the papers always say, if you ain't got that do, re, mi, folks, if you ain't got that do, re, mi, well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California is a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got that do, re, mi. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got that do, re, mi. Thank you. Now I'm going to sing another classic tune. This is a version of Red River Valley that my mom used to sing with her sister when they were little girls. From this valley they say you are going. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the dear friends that loved you so true. loving wife and my boy. But I found nothing but a letter. It was placed in my room on the stand, and the moment my eyes fell upon it, I just picked it right up in my hand. It was from my wife and the stranger. They had left and had taken my son. Oh, I wonder if God up in heaven only knows what the stranger has done. From this valley they say you are going. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the dear friends that loved you so true. But remember the Red River Valley and the dear friends that loved you so true. Since it's September, a lot of children go back to college, or they get married, and then before you know it, you're left with an empty nest. Where's the heat? Turned up the thermostat, 82 should get it on. You pull your bathroom tire, let out a little yawn. It's only mid-September, too early for both feet. I'm looking at you, honey, tell me where's I like the distant lovers who forget the other's name. I go to sleep beside you, still want to light the flame. Kids are grown and moved out, no need to be discreet. I'm looking at you, honey, tell me where's I. Come on, honey, let's have some fun. Kids have grown and moved out. I want some heat. You know what I mean? We used to steam those windows, parking in your daddy's car. If anybody ever caught us, they couldn't pry us loose with an old crowbar. Pretend that we're in Paris, bubble slowly in the tub. Sip champagne and talk a little, learn again to mix the bug. Don't need a roaring furnace or fancy honeymoon suite. No need to ask the question, baby, where's my heat? Where's the heat? This next song is dedicated to Mr. and Mrs. Kokaruda. They were parents of my sister's girlfriend. They were on a trip to Geneva, and then they were going to go to Paris. The Geneva trip was going to be his business trip, and then they never got a chance to go to Paris, so they thought that would be a good opportunity. So this is dedicated to them. They were heading to Geneva on September 2nd, in 1998. A couple of angels. Angels, a couple of angels. was ticking fast. They flew to France before their time passed. The Eiffel Tower was their next stop. They spread their wings and flew to the top. From the tower with breathtaking views. Then off they went to visit the Louvre. Last was a palace for mighty kings, before they heard that last bell ring. Angels, a couple of angels from flight 111 were ready for heaven. Angels, 229 angels, like birds of a feather, they gathered together. Angels, 229 angels, from flight 111, were ready for heaven. Side by side, side by side. Thank you. I would like to dedicate this next song tonight to another angel, my friend Tom Ryan, who passed away this August. If it weren't for him, there would be no song called In His Eyes. He was watching a TV show about Temple Grandin, who is another autistic person who has Asperger's syndrome. And he told me, Jane, why don't you write a song about her and your son, and call it In His Eyes. And that's how In His Eyes came about. And for you that know it, you can sing along. In his eyes, he's in a world he doesn't understand. In his eyes, he's a stranger in a foreign land. Somehow he can't cross the boundary that seems so far between his world and ours. In his eyes, sounds of life are like the rumbling of a train. To him these sounds are very loud and make him scream with pain. The sounds of voices can be frightening as they echo through his ears. He covers both ears with his hands to drown out all he hears. In his eyes, he's in a world he doesn't understand. In his eyes, he's a stranger in a foreign land. Somehow he can't cross the boundary that seems so far between his world and ours. The sight of stripes and certain colors trigger panic in his mind. He can't escape the torment like he's tangled in a vine. The thought of certain fabrics can consume him with distress. as he thinks about the feeling of a cloth upon his chest, in his eyes. He's in a world he doesn't understand, in his eyes. He's a stranger in a foreign land. Somehow he can cross a boundary that seems so far between his world and ours. For him, words don't come easy. He has trouble making friends. He can read body language that people often send, in his eyes. He views the world unlike you and me, in his eyes. He can't fit the mold of society. He struggles to cross that boundary that seems so far between his world and ours. Between his world and ours. In his
For my last song, I'm going to sing a song since it was about a friend. And last time I dedicated to my friend, so I'm going to sing a little song about friendship.
Friends swimming in the pool. Friends rode bikes to borrow school. Play kickball in the street. Played some hide and seek. Friends, my old friends. Friends rode the sled down snowy hills. Friends rode carnival rides for thrills. Rode swings in our backyards. Caught butterflies in jars. Friends, my old friends. Friends, they come and go, but those memories overflow, like those late night sing-alongs at Camp Summer Songs with Kathy, Pat, and Tom, Melissa, Lou, and John, my good friends, forever friends. Friends, had fun on a double date. Friends, on New Year's Eve we'd celebrate. We would dance till dawn, while flames have come and gone. Friends, we're still friends. Friends may come and go, but those memories overflow, like those late night sing-alongs at Camp Summer Songs with Kathy, Pat, and Tom, Melissa, Lou, and John, my good friends, forever friends. Friends, a husband and a wife. Friend, a companion nurse for life. A country western club is where we fell in love.
new one that I finished writing with help from Julie Snow at Summer Songs. This year at school, and all the schools today, there's a big no bully campaign. And I can relate because I was bullied myself. And this was inspired by a student in my class last year named Amir. So this is for him.